blocks. I've got 6 teleport blocks, and I've got one row of blocks that actually controls the whole thing. So let me explain what I mean. So if I splash myself with a potion, okay, you'll see that I now, in the text chat window, that says teleport to villager, which is my 1.7 villager spawning, custom villager spawning tutorial. Teleport to mob heads, chest, and okay, and the villagers are. Let's go to villager. I click on it, and you'll see I'll get teleported to where the villagers are. Hit T, you'll on links in the chat window, and then it shows blocks. If it does, it then removes. First one tries to remove that health boost potion. It's that, for example, I to one of the tutorials that I did. So, for example, if my score for teleport is 5, teleport me to there, which I don't know which that is, but it then will take me to whichever one it is.
Salutations and welcome to Minecraft 1. And on over to warp point number 3. And let's just head back over to warp point number 1. Bar here where you can type in a command. So I'm going to demonstrate that it's always active, it'll just constantly go. So if I go ahead and type up here, you can type any command that you could type in chat. You don't need the slash, but it won't change anything if you add it.
On this flat outside now, I'll introduce you guys to my horse, Sakari, and my pig, Sui. Now, these commands into the chat in numerical data where you are on the Minecraft map. Now, if you think about it, the very first instance isn't a player, it's an entity, and that's because we're going to teleport to our very own Sui. So we're going to use this new target selector variable, which we saw in the last video, but we didn't use. And that's @e, which we saw in the last video, but we didn't use.
Hey guys, it's Phoenix. Welcome to episode 1 of /help. I love that title. I'm actually going to call it /help SC, just to add that little touch to the title of originality. So this is a series which has been long asked for, and it's basically a command block help series where I cover essentially every aspect of command blocks catered towards you. So I'll endeavor to cover every aspect to the best of my ability, and I'm going to be answering your questions as well with regards to command blocks. So I'm going to cover almost the entire spectrum of expertise. So I'm going to cover those for the basics to the advanced level, all the way up to like PokeCA level, which is obviously very complex. This is obviously going to be with the latest technology, although some of the logic will expand, so 1.8 all the way up to 1.10 to 1.11. So let's get started. This episode is going to be the very first, obviously. So it's going to cover how to activate command blocks. All of you are probably thinking, just a button. A lot of the Twitter followers have told me, just use a button. So that's what I've done. Hello. So this is a /say command. Now, a lot of you have questioned why I don't have the slash at the beginning of my commands. And the reason why I don't have them is because you don't need them. It saves characters, which is a really large benefit to a lot of one command creators, just to remove superfluous characters. So that's what I've done here, and it's also something that not a lot of other people do. So it's sort of like a recognition that it's me who's created that command. So you can use a button to activate it. You can use a pressure plate, you can use a lever, and this one here I've renamed the command block to Phoenix SC. So I've just put this command block into the anvil. It's really nothing special there, mainly for cosmetics, but a lot of people use Tell Raw now, which I'll put in a separate video if you guys want that. Now, another thing which has long gone, is pretty archaic, is the tripwire hook activation system. So again, just going to walk through the tripwire hook, and it's going to activate the command block. Now, this episode will not cover how commands work It's just going to be how to activate command blocks. It's one of the most basic fundamentals of command blocks, how to activate them properly. And all of you should know to give yourself a command block, just run this following command. Okay, another thing here is the redstone torch, which is probably dead already, and the redstone block, which I use a lot still. Okay, so let's put that back. Alright, so the next section of this episode is how to create power lines. These I call power lines, and the reason I called them that is that people nowadays don't often use activating it for it to work, but most people just have this always active. This I will not cover right now, again, for a different episode. And of course, this one was also connected properly, so the arrows are pointing that way, which means that the direction of redstone will be pointing at the thing. You can see it's speeding through the chat, and if I get rid of it, it will stop. Also, if you guys don't know, a block, which is a command block which runs 20 times per second, and so if I activate this, it's going to activate run. This is another way to do it. We have here a repeating command block, which is a command block which runs 20 times per. This is another way to do it. We have here a repeating command block. Which is a repeating command block, so I have to use this, which is sort of inconvenient. Wire, such as in 1.8, I still use them quite a lot, but you can now use chain command blocks as long as they have the always active button activated. So that means this chain command.
Hey guys, let's make a new scoreboard. So we're going to try it right now, /trigger setstone set 5. You'll notice it says this.